Hi kids, and welcome back to yet another fun video lesson. So we are continuing with our series called The Stories That Jesus Told. And this week I have a very interesting story for you, and it is the story that Jesus told, or a parable that Jesus told, called The Dishonest Manager. So we find this story in Luke 16 from verse 1. Okay, but I'm just going to give you a summary of the story, and I hope that you will be able to learn something new from this story. Okay, so Jesus told the story like this. There was once a man who worked as a manager for a very rich man. So one day, people came to the rich man and told him that your manager is being dishonest and he's not doing the work for you properly. So the master got very upset, and then he went to his manager and asked him, I'm hearing bad stories about you. What is happening? I want you to bring all the books where you write everything that you do for me, and I want to see what you're doing, and afterwards I want you to stop working for me. So the manager was very stressed because he had just lost his job and he didn't know what to do. So he thought of a plan. He realized that he's not good at other jobs, and he felt ashamed to start asking other people for money so that he can live. So he decided to go to people that actually owed money to his master so that he can find ways for them to take him in and actually help him, right? So he went to the first person and he asked the person, how much do you owe to my master? And the person said, I owe your master 100 barrels of oil. And then he said, quick, bring me your book that has the debt in there. I want you to scratch it off and write 50 barrels instead. So the man did that. And then he went to the next person and said, how much do you owe my master? And he said, I owe your master 100 bags of wheat. And then he said, quick, bring your book. I want you to scratch that out and write 80 bags instead. So when the master heard about this, the interesting thing, which is quite surprising, is that he didn't get upset with his manager for doing this. Instead, he admired what the manager was doing because he was smart enough to think of a way to get out of his situation, which was a desperate situation because he had lost his job and he didn't know what else to do. So what we learn from this story is, in as much as, some people may do wrong things in order to survive, God encourages us to use those things for good, to do the right thing. And he encourages us to think creatively, to think smartly, and to do things that bring glory to his house. So I want to give you kids a little task for this week. I want you to think of something that you can do that's very creative, that's very smart, and that will help another person. Now, it could be, you could think of a smart way to solve a problem in your house. And you could think of a smart way to maybe help out a friend at school. So I'm very excited to hear what you kids will come up with. And I want you to feel free to share your stories or your comments with us in the comment section below. I look forward to showing you what I would have done, what I would have learned this week, and what smart thing I would have thought of that I'm going to share with you for next week. I hope that you enjoyed today's video lesson, and I hope you have a great week at school. And yeah, until next time, bye kids.